Seth had now taken down powerful enemies like the Eye of Cthulhu and King Slime. However, Seth was quickly humbled by a tragic defeat against the large desert beetle. He decided that it was time to start learning other offensive skills like magic in order to have even more prowess on the battlefield. Now Seth was eager to return to the desert and crush that beetle. Welcome back. This is Ritto here with another Spirit Mod Let's Play episode. We are playing as Seth the Skeleton, and last episode we defeated the Eye of Cthulhu and the King Slime. We also fought a cool boss in the desert, and we need to power up a little bit more and defeat that boss next. So from the boss checklist, I think it's pronounced Scarabeus, and that is the next boss we need to defeat. And we do have the traveling merchant that's appeared right here. So let's take a look at what he's got in stock. We've got a money collector, an extendo grip. We don't really need that, but we could definitely grab some food and some sake. So let's go get a lot of our gold out of our chest over here. So we can get our money collector, and let's go ahead and just get a whole bunch of this stuff. Maybe 30 of each. And I think what I'll go ahead and do is just craft an unlimited well-fed. And it's kind of interesting because we don't have a piggy bank, but our money collector is still working and we still have our 4 gold, even though it's not in our inventory. The main thing I did in between episodes is get a bunch of mana crystals. So I did that by just running back and forth across the world at night to get enough fallen stars. A few episodes back I asked if people wanted to see me do pure melee or do a melee multiclass, and the majority of people have actually requested that I do melee and magic. I think doing magic and melee would be really cool because that just kind of fits with a skeleton. Plus it would be Seth the Spell Sword, which also sounds nice. So I think it is time to take some of our magic weapons out. So we have the Shadow Break Wand, the Water Bolt, the Huckstalk Staff, and the Staff of Dark Magus. This one is one that you control with your pointer, and it's pretty cool looking, but it's usually not my favorite type of attack, so I think I'm kind of cramped on my inventory space. So I think I'm going to put these 2 weapons away, maybe this bludgeon as well. And let's see, this one just shoots a stream of 3 attacks. That could be pretty good. Definitely we know what to do with Water Bolt. That's very strong. And I think this one is going to be my favorite. So we're almost to the desert, and it's time to have a rematch against the boss. This time I want to use only melee, but I probably want to defeat it twice, because I don't want to switch to magic, because we did struggle on this boss and I feel like we ought to do it full melee, and then we can kind of change and branch out. So I think what I'm going to try to do is defeat it with a yo-yo, and we should be able to do that. Okay, so before we start this fight up, let's go ahead and use our Iron Skin and Swiftness, and then let's put on our White String. That will help quite a bit. And then we need to probably just knock out all these enemies. Okay, that's pretty good range. I'm not really too good with yo-yos, but I think we'll be able to take care of this boss. So let's go ahead and start this up, and now it is time to redeem ourselves. So here we go. Let's go ahead and kill the ads. Yeah, this is going to be much easier. Doing some good damage now. We just needed a little bit of range. Sweet. And we've got a dash, help us evade. This is a really cool boss. I really like the feel of this boss because it's got a different AI than you normally fight. Like it kind of follows you around like this, a little bit like Eye of Cthulhu there, but then a little bit like Mothron at the same time. Man, we're doing so much damage with a yo-yo. Yo-yos are amazing. Let's try to defeat these guys above. That's kind of looking a little bit like the Queen Bee now too, the way it's charging at us. Ooh, gotta take a heal. We probably need to get some more health soon. Oh yes, we have defeated the boss. And we have a new sword. This sword looks amazing. And it says it replenishes mana upon hitting enemies. This was made for a spell sword class, so I think this will be the perfect weapon to segue from a story perspective into our character moving into a mage class. So I feel like right now we have now officially unlocked the ability to use magic. So now let's take a look at what we got in this treasure bag. Ooh, we have a summon. And we've got another item called the Pendant of Warm Winds. Press and hold up to reduce falling speed. Immunity to chilled. So now let's go ahead and do this fight and try doing it as a mage class. I think this is going to be our best weapon. It's doing some pretty good damage here. We need to just grab some of these crystals, regenerate our mana. Honestly, it's a little bit more difficult doing it like this than using our yo-yo, I think. The yo-yo is very good. We could also try using this staff. And let's throw a few water bolts in the arena. That's doing a lot of damage. And we can use this sword to regenerate our mana a little bit. Okay, let's get some water bolts going. And we almost got the boss. Starting to charge us a lot though. And there we go. We beat the boss. I used a little bit of melee there, but mainly magic. So we got this same pendant, and we got another summon weapon. I think now we should head over to the ice biome because a few people have mentioned that there's a lot of good stuff we can get with the ice souls, or whatever they're called, like ice fragments. So let's head over there and see what we can do. Whoa, we have a blizzard bandit? That's pretty sweet. It's definitely a new enemy. Okay, we found a nice place to enter the snow biome. Ooh, this weapon really lights up the ground. These are sweet. There's like little crystals on the ground. We already found an ice house. Excellent. And looks like the ice houses have been revamped a little bit. Ooh, we have a harvester. So this is a really good pickaxe. It's kind of on par with our platinum pickaxe. Sweet, another house right away. This is some pretty good luck. And we've got an ice boomerang. Perfect. I think that's definitely going to replace this cutter. And we also have a life crystal. Excellent. I just saw something weird. It says strange jellyfish are pouring from the sky. Ooh, arrow. Almost got hit by that. Okay, so I think we need to run back to our base. Whoa, there's so many traps in here. Let's try to break a few of these before we leave. Whoa! A Weezer? That looks pretty sweet. And there's a frozen Viking down here. Man, we're getting so many items. And we got a compass from that guy. Excellent. Okay, let's head back to base though, because we got to see what this event is. I also just noticed we have this chitin material from the beetle boss. I didn't even notice we picked that up. And it can craft us a new armor. That actually looks pretty sweet. So here's the armor set. And here's the spears that we can craft as well. So let's craft just a few of these. Yeah, 400. That should be good. Now let's see about this spear. Okay, this is pretty sweet. It's just like a throwing weapon. Uh-oh. We are getting a ton of enemies in here. So I was running to the middle of the map, and I realized we probably need to go to the ocean in order to find this jellyfish event. So let's check it out. Well, I didn't see any jellyfish, but I did get a bunch more coral, and it looks like we can actually do a full coral armor set. And now it's time to see what this chitin armor does. It says, set bonus greatly increases running speed. Hitting an enemy while running kicks up damaging dust and knocks them back. That's cool. But we have 2 more defense using this armor. So I may stick with this one, although this chitin armor is pretty cool too. Well, I never did find that event that was going on. So I'm going to have to try to check the Discord or something and see if I can learn a little bit more about that. But I think for now, it's time to head over to the jungle and we can go ahead and do the quest for the adventurer NPC. And here we go. Finally made it to the jungle. And I think this is the entrance. I seem to remember the adventurer said we needed to come here during the nighttime. So what we can probably do is just explore the jungle a little bit while we wait. This is some pretty good luck though. We got 3 chests, although that one had hardly anything in it. Whoa, chest number 4. Oh my gosh, chest number 5. This almost seems glitched. I've never had that many chests in basically one screen. Well, this isn't good. We've got Crimson right here, right next to our jungle. I think what I'm going to do is take advantage of this orb being really easily accessible. And let's go ahead and see what we got. Got a Undertaker and 2 treasures right next to each other. We're getting so lucky. And this looks like a Spirit Mod build. Never seen anything like this. But it looks like we're going to get some crates and some jungle crates. That's pretty sweet. It's like having a perfect little fishing spot. It's already built in one of the biomes. Ooh, lots of enemies and traps. I really like the Xanabat sword. Very nice for these little bees. Well, this is great. We found a queen bee area. Don't want to mess with that just yet. I think we need to power up a lot more. So we've done a ton of exploring in the jungle. We actually got a nature's gift right here. It's pretty awesome. And, oh, I think I see another treasure down there. Oh no, taking too many hits. Now we need to find that special skeleton. I think it should be on the surface. Ooh, is this the guy? I think this is the guy we're looking for. Dr. Bones. He's like an archaeologist. And while we were organizing our stuff, we actually just got an invasion that started up. These sprites look really cool. I don't know if these are the originals or the 1.4 or if they're just totally different sprites. Ooh, we're taking some damage though. What is underground over there? It's like rockets or something. Whoa! There's a special goblin? That is so cool. Okay, we gotta be careful. So that goblin is called a Mechromancer. That is sweet. Okay, let's do some water bolts. Yes! That helps so much. Oh, nice. Our water bolts came back and killed the rest of them. And we got our magic sword here. Uh-oh. We gotta be careful. Yeah, we got 13 seconds until we can heal. Ooh, there's the Mechromancer. Okay, 2 seconds, 1 second. There we go. We're all healed up. Oh no, taking too much hits. No. We got destroyed. So I think I'm gonna use a yo-yo here. And we should be able to defeat him. There we go. We got a new boss defeated. It's a mini boss, but still pretty sweet. We have a ranged weapon, a tech drive, and Autonaut's leggings. It's a vanity item. Pretty sweet. Okay, let's throw some water bolts down here. Oh no, we're dead. Okay, I think this is going to be a good place to fight these enemies. We can pierce through them with this cutter. Kind of got some protection here from above. I really like that they added something to an event. That was really cool. That was just such a fun surprise to fight a new type of goblin. Man, this is such a good weapon for this event. And this flying carpet is so good too. Just rain these down on the enemies. We're actually doing pretty well. After our first few deaths, we got the hang of this and haven't really died since then. And we're already to 94%. Almost defeated the Goblin Invasion. And there we go. We've defeated it. And now we can get the Goblin Tinkerer, which is amazing. Just gotta clear these guys out. So these tech drives can craft into these special boots. Ooh, looks like we can craft a coil hook if we can find a hook. We might have already gotten one. And this right here, the coiled blade. We can do that, and the hook maybe. So here is the coiled blade. Takes 4, so let's definitely craft one of those. And we got it as a legendary. And let's go ahead and craft this staff. A demonic, that's good. And 38 damage, that's gonna be really strong. We've got the coiled hook and just enough to craft it. That's a really fast hook. And it looks cool. Yes, I like this. It's got like a much faster grapple. It seems like you'd be able to use this to really charge up your speed running across the map. So I am very happy about this hook. And look at this sword we got. This looks amazing. So it says every 6 successful hits on an enemy releases an electrical explosion. And it looks like our rose vine is actually really good. It shoots out this kind of bouncy attack. So definitely want to keep that around. And we can also open up these crates that we found in the jungle. Doesn't look like we got much out of them. Ooh, we did get some mana potions though. Now it's time to try out our coiled blade. Ooh, that looks cool. It just said a meteorite landed. Sweet. I definitely need to make a house for a bunch of these NPCs because it takes so long to climb all the way down in here and travel over here. We've got the most inefficient setup for our base this playthrough, but we'll fix that as we go. And now we're finally back into the Briar so we can return our quest item. And he says, "You've done a huge service for me, lad. It means a lot that my friend can finally rest easy after years of a cursed undead life." That seems a little bit rude to say to a skeleton, but we'll move on. I have some of his old gear for you. Maybe it'll give you an edge while looking for artifacts. Either way, it's mighty stylish. Good exploring. And so next, we've got another quest. We need to get the Sepulchre chest. Then we actually already have this one in our base. So he says, "You ever wonder why there's so many skeletons underground? Turns out that there was a band of necromancers that holed up in the caverns all across the world and performed all kinds of experiments. Well, lucky for us, they're gone, but their sepulchres still remain. Mind grabbing me a chest from there? I'd like to study their architecture farther. Don't turn into a skeleton." Oh, what a funny guy. Man, we kill these glade wraiths so easy now. I love that both of his quests there are related to skeletons, and he's just ignoring the fact that I'm a skeleton. But yeah, like I said, we've already got that Sepulchre chest, so we can run back to our base and pick that up and bring it back here. And here is our Sepulchre chest, so let's go ahead and pick that up, and now we can head back to the Briar. Whoa, we have another glade wraith. These are just spawning now. I guess they've become like enemies in here after the Goblin Invasion or something. Or maybe they've always been like that, but we're finding so many now. And we are back, and we can return our quest item. And there we go. He says, "Thanks, bud. After studying this artifact, I've managed to reproduce a few vases in their weird style. If you ever want your house to have a spooky vibe, here you go. Don't go conjuring any skeletons now." I'm starting to think you don't like skeletons, buddy. And the next quest is, "I've heard tell of an arcane goblin tower near the far shores of this land. There's supposed to be a staff inside that holds tremendous power. Could you check it out for me?" And we got these cool sepulcher pots. Very nice. So after one too many trips to the Briar, I went ahead and just moved Christopher in here so we can deliver our quests much easier. And he says, "Hope those goblins didn't give you too much trouble. Up for a little exploring? This world's massive, and even if I haven't seen it all, I'd like you to head out there and map out the far reaches of this land. There's an asteroid field smack dab above one of those oceans, completely uncharted. Take this blank map. After you stumble upon those asteroids, wander around for a while and take some notes for me, alright? Don't fall off, lad." That's pretty sweet. He says above one of the oceans. So maybe it's pretty close to our base. I don't know if we have any gravitation potions, though. Looks like we still don't. So maybe a little while before we have what we need to do that exploration. Anyways, I think that's a great place to end this episode. It was a ton of fun defeating the Scarabeus boss in the desert, and then going to the jungle. We explored the ice biome a little bit, went and did a ton of quests for Mr. Christopher here, even though he was insulting our skeleton nature. We defeated that special goblin during the Goblin Invasion, so now we'll be able to find our Goblin Tinkerer soon, which will be really nice because we can start re-rolling weapons, combining accessories, all sorts of good stuff. Well, if you're enjoying this series, be sure to like and subscribe so you can catch the next episodes. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.